is homeless, or whatever you want to say about the man you see in the park, I don't know. But there's no verb, and that's what's happening here. So again, you look at it and think, okay, that's wrong. So how do we fix it? So what I do is I start going to all my answer choices and just look at what my options are. So when I say, okay, G, mantas are plankton-eating relatives of stingrays that look like pairs of enormous black wings.
Right.
That works. I mean, it's a subject verb, and I'm thinking, okay, that was too easy. It's kind of what I start telling myself, and that's why I always run out of time, because I start doubting myself. But I go to H, mantas, comma, plankton-eating relatives of stingrays that look like, okay, that would sound okay if there was an end to the sentence. It's just like what's already there. There's no verb. J, if you just totally delete it, you still don't have a verb. Plankton-eating relatives of stingrays that look like pairs of enormous black wings up 25 feet wide slowing through the water are fun to watch. I don't know. There's no verb, you know? So that gets into just being able to tell the difference between a complete sentence and a fragment. And you know, I think that we kind of blasted that man back in December when he was talking to us about all these little things. I mean, he was like, you know, we got to do this and this. I'm like, how would you know that if you haven't covered the grammar? Games with the ACT to the cows come home. You know, it's this or it's a long answer or a short answer. But the best thing to do on trying to bring your score up on the is to try to better yourself in the content itself. You know, like really try to learn the grammar rules and figure out and practice and know. And that's what we had to do. We do breakout sessions, and then we would answer all the questions, and then we have to go back and figure out why it was right or why it was wrong. And I always try to do that before we go over stuff in here. The reading, that was really hard for me. On the reading section of it, I mean, speed reading the rest of them, but then when I stop and you say, what did you just read? I'm like, because I'm not a good comprehension person. And in secondary education, they don't teach us that stuff. That's much more elementary, middle school, teaching up to like 6th grade. And so for us, we were even telling him, well, all right, how in the world would you expect us to know how to do that, you know? Now, Mr. Smith, Coach Smith just blasted him. We're just like, you know, we're thinking, okay, is he going to pass his class or?
Is this the teach?
But I think he was just, I think he was like his, what do you call it, his favorite student in our little thing. He would keep referring to Aaron and Jason. Well, Aaron and Jason, I thought, oh, he's so mean to him. I think he likes him because we talked to him. You know, the rest of us just sat there and stared. Anyway, so that's number 2. Number 3. Here's the deal with number 3. I'm not a big dashy person. Do y'all use dashes?
No.
I don't know why. I used to be scared of semicolons, things you can do with them, so I use semicolons all the time now. And dashes just aren't that much different, but I just don't know. I'm not a dash person. But if you have a dash, if you start with a dash, you got to end with a dash. You can't do like a dash and a comma, you know. Dashes, you know, are surrounded by, right? Say, mantas are plankton-eating relatives of stingrays that look like pairs of enormous black wings, up to 25 feet wide, flying slowly through the water. The up to 25 feet wide is unnecessary information which could be put and taken out. So, I mean, I'm looking at it thinking, looks good to me the way it is, so I'm pretty content to leave it, because I know that commas could be put in the place of those. And as long as it was consistent, it would be good. But if you want to look through your answers, B gives you one. Guys, you're only going to use a colon if it's a list or if you're introducing a formal quotation. You send this together with the second explains the first. That's not happening here. Or unless it's like a chapter in the Bible or something and you're putting the verse after it, and that's obviously not happening. There's very few things you can do with a colon, so there's no reason for a colon to be there. So I'm like, wrong. Then I go to C, and then I think, comma. And I think, wait a minute, Sheila, just like on B, you're not going to have a colon or a comma because out there wide, you've got a dash. It doesn't work that way. If you've got a dash at the end, then you have to have one at the beginning and vice versa. So I'm thinking that kind of helped me cancel out C in my mind. And then when I get to D, look, they put a comma and then a colon after wide. So all of those are just jacked up, you know, answer choices to mess you up. Because they're playing on the fact that you don't feel comfortable about dashes. So you'll go with something else that you think you might be a little bit more familiar with. And that's test strategy. And that's what we're telling him. We're like, this whole test is nothing to try to mess with you. And he's like, well, you know, he couldn't even defend it because I mean, we were. I mean, the ACT is just a messed up test. You know? It purposely tries to, I mean, you can't get started on ACT. Okay. All right. So, we're good on 3. Number 4. During Marshall's research off the played in the yard, would I say I've played comma in the yard?
No.
You wouldn't do that. So you wouldn't do that here either. It's long. The only time you're going to use a comma with a prepositional phrase is if it's at the beginning of the sentence. More than 4 words at the beginning. Here at the end, you don't need one. So we definitely don't want to do no change. G, variations dash. You want to see on both ends. Now sometimes you can see a dash where it's at the end like that, but it needs to be information that can be taken out. H, you got a comma on that. Okay, oh, there you go, J. The comma, J. J's our right answer. Another thing too, like on the, I don't know how to say that, Mozambique. Who?
What number?
Oh, I thought you were saying it, and I was like, how did you say that? On number 5, just in that little area. I know that practice thing, and then we actually take the ACT ourselves, you know, before we got for Christmas, every reading passes we had some big technical term in it, some kind of scientific stuff, and then we finally get to the enjoyment reading one, and I couldn't pronounce any of the characters in the story's names, and I thought, so I just put in the first letter, so I'm like, M said lower than that, so I had to go back to math class. Now they can do the AccuPlacer, and it's kind of cool. I mean, for the fact that it can tell like where you place, it's a good understanding of what you know as far as grammar and stuff. So on the AccuPlacer, it's the same thing, but it lets you miss. Is it 3 in a row on the AccuPlacer? Like you can miss one and it keeps letting you go, and then you miss another and you keep going. But when it progressively gets harder, it has more like grammatical things in it. And I think once you miss like 3 in a row or something, it finally just shuts off and it'll say your test is over or whatever, and then it'll let you know where you place. So it's kind of like a scholar thing you used to do. You know, if you was okay on order, you go on for days taking that test because it would just keep asking you questions, and finally it got to a point. It's just according to what level I guess you were in. Yes. So anyway, on the back, in 2009, Marshall announced with 2 other sciences. And guys, when I read that, I know it's been a while since I've read this one, but to me, I thought you had 2 other sciences.
God, it's cold. Bro, it's still snowing. I don't know if it's snow or ice. What? It's been coming down since this morning. Bro. It's cold. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, I was about to say, I don't remember where I parked. I did ask for that. I'm really hoping this isn't fall. The wide camera actually helps me out. I can see what if the light changes. I'm really hoping my phone doesn't fall, because the way it's propped up, it actually looks pretty nice. I hope you guys can get a better angle than what well, I mean, I can see pretty well, obviously, because I'm the one that's driving, but you know, I hope that you guys can at least see some of the view. I mean, this is a beautiful city, you know, it's a small town. Oh man. I have to drive careful enough for this to go by. Well, not, what do I mean? I have to drive good enough for my phone not to, you know, fall as my lips are chapping up, even though I just put chapstick on. Let me see if I can somehow manage to. Can I know? Hopefully you guys can get a better angle, you know? Because honestly, Nah. Honestly, I like the way the city looks. And I'm on the inside of the city, not the outside. So, you know, this is nice, being able to talk. So, how was your guys' day? You'll probably see clips. I don't know if I put them in already. You'll probably see clips from earlier when I was in class. I just got out of class. I get out during midway. But yeah, how was your guys' day? You know, how are you guys doing? I really got nothing else to talk about. You know, just all I do is go to class. I just go for 3 class periods, get out. If I have work at my you know, job, then you know, I go home, do my stuff, get ready, and just wait until I have to clock in. If I don't have to go work at my actual job, then I do whatever I actually have to do, and then from there I go to Geraldine, which is my own shop. It's a nutrition spot. You guys will see it later in the video. I've been recording for what, about 10 minutes now? You know, it's pretty boring. I just want you guys to see some of the snow falling, man. We rarely get snow in Alabama. I mean, it's Alabama. When do we ever get something like this? Weather's so bipolar here. The past few days it's just been storming. It's just been a crazy hard rain. Currently, I'm in Albertville right now. We call it Aville around here. I'm going to Gunnersville, which people from Gunnersville call it Gville. I want to pay my bill. Probably get some Zaxby's after that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm in the mood to really spend money. I don't have a good bit of money on me. I really need to start saving up. You know. What I'm doing right now, it's like this YouTube stuff. It's not for money or it's not for fame. I'm betting on myself, you know. The money, it comes and goes, but I'm betting on myself, and I want to, you know, I like making people happy. And I know you can't please everybody, but I like to put a smile on people's faces. I like to make people laugh. I know you haven't really seen or heard much of me. You know, this is a small, well, extremely small channel that's just starting. But I can assure you that little by little, we'll grow as a community and we'll become a family. And you know, like I was saying, I'm not doing this for the fame or money or whatever other reasonings people may have. I'm doing this for my own purpose of, you know, making myself happy, of you know, I'm betting on myself. I don't care if I make millions of dollars or, you know, I don't know. I guess what I'm just trying to get at is that I enjoy this. I enjoy making content. Whether it be, okay, so if you come from my TikTok, which is probably the only thing you guys honestly come from, because I don't have anything on my Instagram. My Twitter is currently disabled, which sucks because I like being on Twitter for my memes. And, you know, that's how I keep up with news and stuff like that. But if you guys came from TikTok, then you guys obviously have seen the videos that I've posted. And most of my videos are pretty much workout from what I can really just tell you guys. But I do more than just stay in the gym. Yeah, I'm practically a gym rat. But you know, I'd like to expand my content, because honestly, I never really thought gym would be my thing. I mean, I like working out, don't get me wrong. I was in football for 4 years, 5 years really, but I never really thought that you know, the gym lifestyle or the gym videos would really be my thing, but you know, they kind of are. And I don't really know, but I'd like to expand into. See, I'm not calling myself a comedy guy. All I'm saying is I know I'm funny. I can be a bit dumb at times, and some of it being accidental. But you know, I just like to put a smile on people's faces. I like to cheer people up. I like to make people's day better. Whether that be from making people laugh, being there for them, being the shoulder that they can lean on, you know, whatever it may be. Because I don't want people to go through the pain that other people have experienced or I personally have experienced. It's nice to know that you're not alone, you know. Dang, this is getting really deep. Currently, right now, we're heading to Gunnersville, and where I'm going to pay my bill. It's about another, 8 minutes maybe? If I continue to get red lights, then it'll probably be like 10 minutes. But this is nice. Being able to just talk out loud. I guess I'm just thinking out loud, just having my thoughts spill out and whatever. I like this. As my piggy is holding up my phone. I've been recording for what, 15 minutes now? Almost 16 minutes? I don't know how much of this I'll cut out. I don't know if I'll just upload it raw. You know, edited, you know, because honestly, I don't have anything to edit on. I have a computer, but I don't have things to edit. I don't have headphones for the computer. My audio doesn't want to work on it. I'll probably just edit it from my phone. As you guys can probably hear, all the wind. Yeah. It's not a bad day out here in Marshall County. I mean, of course, this is Alabama. We always get bipolar weather. It's, you know, one day it's sunny, the next it's cold. You know, the day after it's raining. We could have a tornado in like a week, which was crazy because like about a week ago, or almost 2 weeks ago, we had a tornado watch. And the odd thing to me is all it was that day was just cloudy. It wasn't hot. Wasn't cold. It was just a normal day, you know. Felt nice outside. I guess a little chilly, but other than that, not really anything major. I was at the gym actually, and my sister was the one who called me, and she told me that we were on tornado watch, and I was like, oh, that's cool, you know, because I'm just used to it. I've lived in Alabama for 18 years now, and I really love this state. I enjoy it. You know, of course, every state has its ups and downs and, you know, whatever it may be, but I love this state. I'm glad to call it my home. You know, it's not too city where I live. It's not too you know, what's the word? Too country. You know, it's not all city folks. It's not all shotguns and trucks. It's nice. It's, you know, you got grass, you got trees, you got what you need around here. You know, like obviously you can see a sign to your right. You know, we got Lowe's. I don't know who all is viewing this, but you know, I can guarantee you that if you come to Alabama, at least this part, it's a beautiful place. You know, we have our small broke cities and broke towns, but those are beautiful in its own way, shape, and form. You know, I lived in a little town that was about 15 minutes away from where I currently live in Aveville, and I lived there since I was 1 or 2, something like that. I left there when I was 13, 14, 15-ish. I left there right after 7th grade, going into 8th grade. and came to live in Aville, and my life's changed for the better. I guess I could say, but I'm currently pulling into where I need to go. And ooh, Chick-fil-A. I don't know. Might have to get some Chick-fil-A right now. Oh man. Sorry, I have this like OCD where I have to park straight. If I'm crooked, it just it gets on my nerves. Not it just gets on my nerves and bugs me. But we're here. Be right back and, vlog more. But I'm just gonna go inside, pay my bill, and come back. This is nice. I like doing this. I'll try and make it a daily thing. If I can. I don't know if I could upload daily, but yeah, of course I'll try and make this a daily thing. I'm not gonna say I don't care how many people view this, because I kind of do. I like having these talks. I like having to think that this is going to someone personally. I know earlier I was asking these questions, but how was your day? Are you good mentally? And I think hold up. I swear I just broke my screen. I mean, oh well, it's not like this thing isn't broken. Only my sweats, dog. I need to clean up this car a little more. I mean, I always keep it clean. That's kind of my problem. Drink water bottles and throw them back. But how was your day? How are you mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally? I hope you're doing well. I hope you have. I hope you know that your loved ones really do love you. I hope you know that. I care for you. I may not know you personally, but I hope you know that I care for you. And there's always someone there. And if you need me, just look in my about section on YouTube, and you can find Instagram or Snapchat or wow, that's a very beautiful Corvette. But Snapchat, Instagram. Hopefully, if I get my Twitter reactivated, it's I think it's 2 HJL1 or 1 HJL2. But anyways, I'll be back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Oh, you know what? Now that I actually think about it, I don't think I properly introduced myself. It's KoBe. My name is KoBe. And this is me, and my pig is still on my screen. But, oh my god, I still can't show myself. Okay, there we go. I'm fine with this. But yeah, it's KoBe. Capital K, lowercase O, capital B, lowercase E. It's me. I'm not ready for a full-on, my actual identity. Even though I have my face out, I was gonna start with, hidden behind the camera. Just, no one was gonna know my identity, and my cover-up was gonna be, Black Mamba or Jason, something. But would you look at us now? It's me. Yeah, I got done paying my bill. It didn't take that long, 5 minutes at max. Now I'm gonna go to Geraldine and do what I have to do there. Guys, I'm back, and you guys are still chilling on the dashboard, I guess. I mean, yeah, you have some flat surface right underneath you. I could try to pump you up better, but I don't want the phone to fall and then, you know, risk something. So where you're at is the best I can do. Right now I'm on my way to Geraldine. It's like a almost 20-minute drive. Look, it's Waffle House. If you guys never been to Waffle House, you're really missing out. Albertville is growing a lot. Marshall County, I'd say, is growing a lot, but really it's Albertville. I mean, we're getting 5 new roads here on 431 next to Waffle House, and then we're getting a Dunkin' Donuts and a Baskin Robbins right next to Sonic. You know, it's growing a lot, and we're supposed to be getting a Buffalo Wild Wing soon somewhere here in Albertville. I don't know what else we're really getting. I mean, our park isn't fully finished. We have a new recreation center. I don't want to really get too much into that, considering how the past week has been. But yeah, we have a new park that's supposed to be done next year or the year after, like completely, and it has a lot of fields, a little mini water park, indoor and outdoor basketball. Yeah, it has a indoor pool too. I know it has a tennis court. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just kind of had a mood drop all of a sudden, but someone will eventually figure it out. It's just not my place to really talk right now about things that have just happened. Oh man, this road that we're on, it's God, man, this can take you to, I forgot what part of Georgia, but I'm pretty sure if you take this whole entire road, you can actually get to Atlanta. Highway 431 can take you to Florida. I know that highway can also take you to, well, there's a lot of, well, not really a lot of highways, but 2 main highways here where I live at least. 75, 431, they can take you to some places. Like, I mean, they can really just, if you just continue driving until you run out of gas, you can get some places. You know, for us to go get lottery tickets, we go to Georgia, and you know, we go to Georgia, buy us a few lottery tickets. It takes about like almost an hour, a little less than an hour, or maybe just an hour. I don't know. Most of the times I've kind of just fell asleep, unless I've, you know, been with a person, you know, that I can, you know, just kind of let time pass with. Right now we're going to my nutrition spot though, and you know, if anybody wants to come by and visit, the odds of this, I guess, kind of getting out and blowing up are, for me, I guess, slim. But you know, my TikTok's kind of been blowing up. I mean, not kind of been blowing up, but I've been getting views for it's been really good views in my own eyes for the number of followers I have. I have about 28 followers. I know when I started my TikTok, I had like 3 followers, but I had 28 followers, and on every one of my videos, I've at least averaged over 140. I think my highest viewed video has like 171. My lowest viewed is like 30, but then again, that was my first TikTok and I was at the gym and I looked very bad, but I don't want to delete it. Even though I'd probably get my analytics to look a lot better, but I personally don't want to delete it. But Geraldine Nutrition's business hours are Monday through Saturday, 5 to 8, or no, 5 to 8, I'm sorry about that. 8 to 5, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And maybe I have to start requesting off from work to open on Sundays. But we wouldn't be open that long. Probably 9 to 3 maybe. It really wouldn't be bad. It would, because I know we've had a couple of customers asking us if we were open on Sundays, but Sunday is really not my off day, because I do a lot of stuff. I like to keep myself active with, you know, I mean, I got school. First it was football. You know, 7:30 to what, about 9. Yeah, about 7:30 to 9:16 we'd be in workouts. Or our football class period, whatever people would really want to call it or prefer it as. 7:30 to 9:16 was football. And then I had the rest of the school, which was just 3rd through 5th. Then I had to go home or come to Geraldine. And now it's school. At school, whatever I have to do, if I have actual work or if I have Geraldine or pay bills or whatever. But it would be school, say Jax, then I'd have to go pick up my sister. Not Jax, then it'd be Geraldine, gym, and I'd get home about 12, go to sleep at 2, wake up at 6, repeat. But I'd be up at 6 or 7 now, and it's school, Geraldine, gym, and you know, whatever other time I have left over is, I guess, for me to do my own thing. But I mean, I guess my own thing is already being done. I'm kind of trying to distract myself and keep myself, I don't know what the word is, I guess distracted or observing whatever I can. But I'm really taking this YouTube, social media thing seriously. I don't want to consider myself a YouTuber. I want to consider myself a social media influencer or a public figure, because I'm not just going to be on YouTube, or I'm not just going to be mainly on TikTok. You know, I'm going to be on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, maybe make a Discord, you know, because for me, I mean, YouTubers have really gotten me through a lot of stuff. You know, I've always looked up to, well, when I was younger, it was PewDiePie, Smosh, Markiplier, Jack, the OGs, you know, Smosh, Anthony Padilla, you know, Ian Hecox. I'd watch their food battles. I'd watch all their videos like every Friday that they would come out, and I'd enjoy it. And as there's a dog chasing his tail around, I don't know if you guys caught that. It's kind of hilarious. But, you know, I think I realized at the age of 10 maybe that I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to do what they did, you know, entertain. But over the years, you know, YouTubers they're not in the greatest position as of now, unless you look at the, you know, amazing YouTubers like Mr. Beast, who really hasn't had really any controversy. You have hjlytgaming, you know. I guess I'll just go down to the OGs that really don't have any controversy around their name, and you know, they try their best to stay out of negativity and just be an optimistic person. You know, you have FaZe. FaZe is a really... FaZe, when I was younger, I really wanted to join. And I guess I'll answer this question for people why I call myself KoBe. You know, with the capital K, lowercase o, capital B, lowercase e. FaZe was, you know, it's trick shotting. It was a trick shotting clan and sniper clan and whatever you wanted to call it. And you also had Optic. And I was always like, you know what, how come there can't be a FaZe and an Optic? You know, how come they can't both come together and just, you know, not have to have a rivalry? Because, you know, they were always the best clans back in the day. And they still are to this day. And I remember this one day I was watching, you know, both of their, both sides content creators. I'd watch FaZe Rain, FaZe Adapt, FaZe Rug, Linksy, who else? I'd watch a little bit of Temper, Tico, Swan. Dang, it's just bringing back memories. K, Fakey, a lot of people. Apex. Banks wasn't really, I mean, he really wasn't on YouTube. And then I watch, you know, Scum, Hex, Nade. There's a lot of people in Optic that I watch, but I really never paid attention to their name. I was just more interested in the content, honestly. And, you know, I'd watch their videos, and then I'd see Tomahawk trick shots, or, you know, Scump go off for like a 59-3 game on BO2, or, you know, Scump and Nade just absolutely demolish everybody in Black Ops 2, you know, while playing, like, I don't know, Kill Confirmed, or Demolition, or Capture the Flag, whatever it was. I'd always watch and just wanted to be like them, you know, play games and do what I love to, I guess, entertain, talk. I mean, when I was younger, it was obviously a lot about the money, but now it's not. It's more about just happiness. And I was watching hjlytgaming at a point. I think this was when I first discovered him, and he was making Black Ops 2 Tomahawk trick shot videos. And he had this one clip where I think he did a 360 or 720 off of a ledge or something, and he threw his Tomahawk straight up in the air. And as soon as when he released it, there was an audio clip that said KoBe, and you know, he got the final kill cam. And I'd replay that audio back in my head every single day. It'd just be on replay. I just always think KoBe, and I've always been a big fan of KoBe Bryant. R.I.P. to the Black Mamba, but I've always been a fan of him. And it was that day where I kind of created my own clan, and I had a clan with like 3 or 4 of my closest friends that I played Black Ops 2 with, and the clan was called KoBe. And I made a Optic and FaZe logo work. But the thing is, the F for the FaZe was my E, and obviously the O for Optic was my O. And I made my own letters for KoBe. Oh man. Alright, well, I guess we're here. Boom. Alright, well, I'm hoping this is not the end of this vlog, but if it is, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But I'm really hoping that I'll record a little bit inside of my store. And I'll either go to the gym or ball up later with some friends. So either way, I'm going to record that. And I want you guys to see some of that. I'm not the best at basketball. I like to talk a lot of smack, but it's my sport. It takes things off my mental. It distracts me. I really love the sport. I'll see you guys in a bit.